Hey guys, Mark Holmes here, and I am back home, safe and sound. Woo! We got the RV all cleaned up, ready to go back and drop it off to Kelly. Shouts out to Outdoorsy for a great time, man. What an adventure we had. Oh man. Got to do some projects at the house. Haven't cut the grass yet, so my lawnmower is dead, so I got to get myself a lawnmower so we get the grass cut. Finally, spring is here, although it's kind of windy and 50 degrees outside, but you know, it is spring. Man, so much to do. You guys know I've told you about my our dog, my wife's baby. He's got a ruptured disc or exploding disc or whatever, and they operated on him, and his legs are paralyzed right now, so he can't really walk. He just kind of drags himself, but they said that hopefully the strength will come back in the next week or so, and he'll have to take it easy. So we have a doggy door, and the dogs always go out the doggy door, go down the deck, and go out and do their business, but he's not going to be able to do that. So to make it easy, off of our living room, I got to make basically we get some pressure treated plywood and put some holes in it, make a little rim, put some topsoil on it, and then put some sod, so that way it'll be a real easy trip for him to be able to go on the grass, so to speak. So this will be interesting. But tonight we'll be live streaming kind of the come down from the whole trip, review what the Cowboys did. I'll get our regular hosts and stuff together, and I look forward to it. Earl Thomas. I know, we're talking about Earl Thomas. The Dallas Cowboys, I said, methodically went through and tried to address every weakness that they could without having a lot of money to do that. They knew offensive line was a problem, so boom, we get a guard the second round. We got depth. We got plenty of people to plug in to make sure if we lose a guy or two, we're not dropping from the best offensive line in football to an offensive line that can't hold water. They said for whatever reason, our wide receiving core wasn't working. It's time to change up and try something different, including the coach. You got Sanjay there who's a different coach. You got somebody that's different. They looked at quarterback and they said, Dak did okay, but it's got a lot of room to improve. Maybe Wade Wilson wasn't the guy. They believe that Kellen Moore, and John Gruden said years ago that he's not a great he won't be a great pro, but he'll be a great coach. I'm hoping that he can do some stuff and knows more than we think he knows, and can help Dak take that next step, help Dak and this team coordinate. The team felt like they didn't have the right mix. They looked at defensive tackle. They made the trade for, I can't think of his name, from Oakland, who I know a lot of people say he didn't do anything in Oakland, but they were trying him at defensive end, and I don't think that was the position for him. We'll go into that in more detail in the coming week or so. But maybe getting him at defensive tackle under Rod Marnelli will be the change of scenery that he needs to go ahead and be successful. Make no mistake, Rod Marnelli takes guys off the scrap heap and makes them into players. He has done more with less, with guys without pedigrees. It'll be interesting to see taking a guy who had first round talent, or second round, I can't remember which, and see what he can do with that guy. I think they looked at it and said, we need a great rotation similar to what Seattle did. I think the Cowboys also looked at a change in coaching. Because what you understand about the Cowboys is they don't fire a guy and then just bring in a new coordinator. They basically bring in a guy like they did with Rod Marnelli, who's coached the defensive line, and promoted him from within to become their coordinator. And I think that's what's happening right now with Chris Richard. Rod Marinelli's got a bad hip. He had contemplated retiring and things. But basically, he's handing the keys over to Chris Richard. So I think you're going to see a more aggressive defense. I think you're going to see a defense that's going to be getting the ball more instead of a bend, don't break mentality, which I think is great. They looked at linebacker. They took care of linebacking core. Okay, they brought in two linebackers in the first round. You may not agree with Van Der Esch, but he is a guy that I think is going to be able to support the run much like Rolando McClain. Rolando McClain was a thumper. He was a guy that could take on those guards and was lights out in the run game. We've missed having that kind of guy, and I think that's what they're looking to have with Van Der Esch, which also gives you the opportunity to play Jalen Smith in plays that will be towards his strength. The only spot that hasn't really been addressed is safety, and it hasn't been from lack of trying, because they've been talking to Seattle. The two teams have been talking for so long about this. Seattle just doesn't want to come off of their price. The Cowboys don't want to overpay. But Seattle's not going to make a long-term deal for him. And now you've got Earl Thomas, who knows that his time in Seattle is short. He already made the proclamation at Dallas, come get me. It's just a matter of time. Earl Thomas really holds the keys to this whole thing. If he doesn't report, if he forces Seattle to come up and pay him big time, if he becomes a distraction, then that will force them to lower their price. So Earl Thomas, if you do not want to be a Seattle Seahawk, if you want to be a Dallas Cowboy, you are the one that can help make it happen. If you sit back passive and say, I'll come back to Seattle, everything will be hunky-dory, then they'll have no choice but to go ahead and keep you there. But if you make noise, my man, if you make it difficult for them, if you make them kind of, oh, God, we're not going to pay him, a new contract for 3 years for $33 million. We're not going to do that. We can't do that. They know they can't do that. But if you force their hand on that, you'll force them to help you get out of there. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. I've got to try and got a lot to do today. Like I said, I need to take care of the dog, take care of my wife and everything else. And, I've been gone for a week, and I've been planning and working on this. So, I got to take care of my wife as well too. So, and I got to get the man cave put back together as well. I'll never do that again. I'll never try and take all that stuff on the road. I'll probably need some help from one of you guys that's more tech savvy than me in the future to help me figure out how we can do broadcasts better on the road. But as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. And later today, when I can finally stop doing all the stuff I need to do to get caught up, I'm going to start working on those fan videos of you guys. I can't wait to share all you great fans that I got to meet and spend time with. That, to me, is the greatest thing about the Dallas Cowboy Nation, is you guys. I'm Mark Holmes, here at Home Depot, taking care of my home, and I'll see you guys later.